investigating why in the whole world you've been giving all yourself to the relationship, but it's just not working. But maybe there are certain ancient codes which are hidden in the cards. Hello, my name is Yulia. I've been in tarot world for 10 plus years, and I'm here to decode many sacred ancient messages from these cards and how can we use them in our daily life. Let's get started. So today we will be talking specifically about the reversed Eight of Pentacles, not the upright position, but the reversed one. And I will derive from this card, like extract from this card, seven signs why he might not be your soulmate. Because guess what? You may be doing so much work to identify that soulmate and then doing so much work to be with him, but guess what? It's just not happening. But maybe there are certain codes, certain information which you need to be aware of so that to really understand why it's not working, how to identify that attachment, how to unclean yourself from the wrong soulmate. So let's get started. So let's have a look at this card specifically together. So in the upright position, we see a craftsman working alone, carefully carrying each pentacle by hand. He's focused, dedicated, and even obsessed with his work, right? But in the reversed position, let's observe it. This becomes overwork without reward, symbolizing burnout, one-sided effort, and no real return. Because it's kind of like everything falls down. It feels heavy. That heaviness is bringing us that spiritual message. You've read every book on conscious relationships while he's still emotionally unavailable. You've healed your inner child. He's lost 3 lifetimes, but the connections still feel one-sided. Okay, so what's the conclusion? Real soulmates meet you in the work and not leave you to do it all alone. You are not left on your own when you meet your real soulmate. Remember that. You are walking together with your soulmate. So that is the first sign. He is not your soulmate when it feels heavy. You've done all the work possible. Absolutely everything was kind of like done, but it feels heavy still, you know? It means that's it. It's not your soulmate, all right? And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm married on my soulmate for more than 10 plus years. He has even the name like me, Yuli. So I'm Yulia, he is Yuli. It's literally like, I don't know, like a God's riddle, God's joke. But that's the secret which I derived from this specific card. Let's have a look at it together. What is that second sign that he is not your soulmate? Let's look at this apprenticeship card. It is the apprenticeship card, in fact, in its upright position. It's all about starting, practicing, repeating. And that's how we learned, hey, we studied together with our soulmate. Hey, that's how it should be. We go and into that loyalty to each other, we go and provide lots of beautiful work to the world. We are soulmates, right? Now let's look at the reversed position for this card. I want you just to feel it and to see the symbolism. It turns into what? Let's look at it. It turns actually into analysis paralysis. Why? Let's look at this. Because you see, you are paralyzed. These words like the ideal representation of the pentacle. See, it's like already like diabolic on some level, like heavy stuff, you know? So it's you analyze too much and you are paralyzed. There are so many questions, but there are no answers. I don't know where to go. So if there are more and more questions and no answers, that's the next sign he is not your soulmate. Okay, so the spiritual message here turns out to be that you find yourself constantly figuring stuff out, overthinking, trying new strategies to make these relationships work. And guess what? In an end, it's all kind of like feeling huge emotional labor. So you want to understand that true soulmate love doesn't make you feel that you are endlessly trying to make things work, trying to earn a golden star. That's not how it feels. Soulmate relationships, it's that ease, it's that flowing. This doesn't need to feel that heavy, what we observe actually here onto this card. And this is the reminder which we see here in the reverse position of the card. Number 3 sign. Let's look at again at the upright position of this card. I want you to see this man, he is evolving through practice, right? Through practice, he is evolving. But let's look at the reversed position. Is there any progress, I'm asking you? Is there any progress? He's just going through monotonous work, through motions, and there is no soul if you observe it. This is a soulless card. Okay, so the spiritual message is you are ascending with your soulmate. You are not supposed to be descending, feeling heavy. He's not even aware about all your sacrifice. He's not even aware about any kind of staircase. And while you're meditating, connecting with the source, he's disconnected from himself and from you. So the reverse 8 of Pentacles warns you. If you are evolving but he's staying stagnant, you are not into the right relationships. Okay? This stagnation shows you are not into the right relationships. So what does it mean? You keep moving forward. Many times here we are talking about what are the signs of him to be that soulmate. But this card in its reverse position proposes us tremendous signs how we can filter out all these seeds which are not serving us. And you need to respect yourself so much so that to remove yourself from anything what doesn't grow you or doesn't make you happy, especially if you are a woman. All right, so let's look at the next step, number 4, sign number 4, that he is not your soulmate. Okay, I want you look now at this upright position of this card, and it represents a long-term effort and investment. That's what it is. He is working diligently, producing those pentacle after pentacle, right? But in the reverse position. Let's have a look at it together. In the reverse position, it means only one thing. He is stuck. Due to sunk cost energy, he's given so much, so he can't let it go. So the spiritual message here is like an unfinished project. You might stay because of how much you've poured into it, into this relationship. But the universe doesn't reward this kind of like sense of being stuck, you know? So you want to understand that the universe rewards willingness to release what no longer grows, and that alignment. Because in this nature, how things are working, we want just to grow properly. We want to grow properly. But if there is no alignment, if things feel stuck, right? Things feel stuck, it feels heavy, we feel descending. This is not your soulmate. So any sense of kind of like you feel that sensation of stuck in those relationships. Forget about it, okay? That's something to really observe, that is the time to move forward, right? Now, let's look again at this card. And start analyzing what we can see through its symbolism. In the upright figure, it's focused on that mastery. He builds something with intention. There is a strong intentionality here. But let's look at the reversed position. It becomes stagnation despite all the efforts. Do you see? Stagnation. He's working, but the energy is not landing. Everything feels extremely heavy. It's like that heavy descending diabolic energy. Here we see that upright, right? Upright, that pentagram. Here it is already the sign. We know which sign it is of, right? So who is the representative of that sign? So the spiritual message here will be, you've done your work. You journaled under full moons, let's say. You asked your guidance for signs, and still what? You feel stuck. So the card is telling you, it's telling you, you are planting the seeds in barren soil. Love doesn't bloom through force. It flows through only resonance. So once we understand it, we only search for those relationships which actually feel resonant with us. When it doesn't feel resonant, you know, when it feels like stagnation, I put so much, but in fact, it's kind of like again and again, it's that stagnation and that heaviness. This is not your soulmate. It's time. It's time to reassess their situation. All right, so let's analyze this card further on. What can we see here? What can we see here? Let's look at it together. Do you see how energetically he is doing things? How energetic this figure? He's so energetic, right? But let's look at this. I see energy depletion now. Ooh. You know, he's energy depleted. So those relationships in which you are all the freaking time energy depleted, this is a strong sign. You know, hey, if you are tired, you are not feeling nourished and nurtured in those relationships. It's just like your body is your first intuitive channel. And I want to ask you, do you feel light, alive, and magnetic around this person? Or drained, anxious, and not enough, okay? So soulmate connections, they energize your spirit. If this love is costing you your joy, it's not your soulmate. That's how it is. It's as simple as that. All the simple stuff are the most wisest things which we can actually learn here. Wise stuff are simple. So we want to just understand that when it's heavy, when it's energy depletion is following again and again into our body nearby that person, you know, you are in intimacy even with that person, but you're depleted even after intimacy. If you are like lightened up, you know, it's a different level of intimacy, in fact. So you feel like there is energy after intimacy. Wow. This is soulmate connection. And this is something what was not spoken here before, but I want you to notice, what do you feel after intimacy with this person? Do you feel energy depleted, like you want to sleep all the time? Or do you feel like, wow, it's just like you are beaming with energy? If you are beaming with energy, something is there for you, okay? And he is beaming with energy as well. This is like the fountain of energy. You two create that fantastic energy together. That's what's happening. If you were together, you know, and you are just going to sleep and you are so damn tired, this is the energy depletion code, okay? The energy depletion code. That's not the soulmate relationships. Now, let's look at this card again. So the repeated coins on the card suggest refinement and mastery in its upright position, right? So we have one coin after another. It's refinement and mastery. Now let's look at the reversed position. This becomes perfectionism, constantly tweaking something that won't become what you want it to become. So the spiritual message here can be, you keep waiting for him to catch up, change, or awaken. But soulmates don't arrive half-hearted, half available. They don't need to be reworked. They meet you as equals. So the reverse Eight of Pentacles is here to say to you, stop polishing a connection that's spiritually incomplete. Just stop it. Because if it's draining your energy, if it's always feeling like incomplete, by the end of the day, you are in continuous struggle with that person. There is some message for you from the universe. Something is not going well, all right? So it's really important to observe those signs. And when we start using the wisdom of cards for understanding how to navigate through relationships, through finances, through how we show up into these worlds, there are no limits to how we can improve our lives. So if you loved this video, give me a thumbs up. I am showing up here for you every week. Here and there, I cannot promise the day. However, if you don't want to miss out the video, subscribe to my channel and we'll make it happen in unveiling all the mysteries, all the hidden signs for you. How can you really improve your life by deriving those powerful ancient codes from these wonderful cards? Thank you so much, everyone. Wishing you a lovely day. If you have any questions, let me see. If you have any questions, guys. Okay, so I don't see concrete questions, but if you have, type me them here and I will answer absolutely everything already. I will go live in a few minutes as well, so let's stay connected.